This is the second video to using the directional scanner, and what we're going to go over is the columns and the information that those columns provide. Right now we're doing a maximum scan 360 degrees at a maximum range which is 14.5 AU, and we have our three columns showing. The first one is name. Generally it's something that you're not going to pay any attention to because it's just not presenting you with information that's particularly relevant. Although in the next video we are going to be scanning down this particular ship right here named Cheesecake. That's how we're going to be able to determine what we're looking for when we actually use the directional scanner to find a target. The second column that we have is type. And that, as you can see, is listing, the particular types of stuff. So this Cheesecake is a velator, and we see that we have some Warrior 1s out here. The type will never change. So that is the piece of information that you're really utilizing, because it's always fixed. The velator that we have out here is not going to all of a sudden look like a Titan. You can't do that. It'll always be a velator. So that is the piece of information that we really want. The third column is right here, and that's distance. There's three pieces of information that show up in distance. The first piece of information is going to be this right here. We have these stargates. They show up because they're on my overview when I did the scan, and we have the distance shown in astronomical units. We really don't care. That doesn't matter. We know the stargates are there. We can right-click in space, go to them. Who cares? Doesn't matter. Big deal. The next piece of information that's going to show up is anything that's on grid, all of these cans right here, and we really don't care about those either because they're on grid, and if they're on grid I can see them either in space or on my overview, and I'm not using my directional scanner to find things that are on grid, so that piece of information isn't particularly important. The last piece of information that we get are these items that are off grid that are not celestial objects like stargates, and those get a little tick mark for distance, just like these cargo containers do. The reason for that is you have no way of getting a range with the directional scanner. So what we want to do is we want to organize our information a little bit more. So if we click on distance, this column, you see that we've sorted everything by the stuff that is off-grid, which is fairly useful for us. And then we're going to do a scan with the active overview settings on. Go to our PVP tab, and we do a scan, and hey, look, we got a whole lot less information going on. All that we have showing is ships that are in space, and most importantly, the ships that are off-grid in space. And we have this one Guardian who's kind of out here wandering around. Basically, that's the information for this second video, and we'll actually find a target in our third video.